Welcome to Coin Dawn, the channel for history enthusiasts and coin collectors. Today, we embark on an extraordinary journey through the history of Taiwan, an island with a rich cultural tapestry woven by various dynasties and rulers over the centuries. From its early indigenous rulers to the arrival of the Chinese imperial dynasties and the later colonization by the Dutch and Japanese, Taiwan's history is as diverse as its landscape. As we explore the ancient kings and dynasties of Taiwan, we will also uncover the evolution of Taiwan's coinage, which tells a fascinating story of trade, cultural exchange, and influence. Before we move on, hit that subscribe button, guys, for more exciting videos like this. Indigenous Kingdoms and Early History. Our journey begins with Taiwan's early indigenous peoples. Before outside influences reached the island, Taiwan was home to multiple indigenous tribes, each with its own chiefdoms and social structures. These early societies thrived in agriculture and trade, although written records and coinage were not prevalent in this period. During this time, barter was the primary means of exchange among the indigenous peoples. Shells, beads, and various goods like rice and tools were used as forms of currency. These materials acted as valuable items for trade and social exchange, serving as the earliest form of coinage in Taiwan. Chinese imperial influence, Ming and Qing dynasties. By the 17th century, Taiwan came under the influence of the Ming dynasty when the legendary Koxinga, Zheng Chenggong, led a military campaign to establish control over the island in 1662. Koxinga sought to defend the remnants of the Ming dynasty from the encroaching Qing forces on the mainland. He established a base in Taiwan and is remembered for repelling the Dutch and consolidating Chinese influence on the island. Following Koxinga's short reign, the Qing dynasty took control of Taiwan in 1683 under Emperor Kangxi. The Qing administration introduced a more formalized monetary system in Taiwan, including the widespread use of copper cash coins similar to the coins used throughout the rest of China. These coins featured square holes in the center and were strung together for larger transactions, symbolizing Taiwan's growing integration into the Chinese Empire. Dutch and Spanish period, 1624 to 1662. Before Koxinga's conquest, Taiwan was briefly colonized by both the Dutch and the Spanish. The Dutch East India Company, VOC, established Fort Zeelandia in southern Taiwan, while the Spanish set up a smaller colony in the north. These European powers introduced new trade systems, including the use of Spanish reales and Dutch ducats. Coins from the Dutch and Spanish eras were minted in silver and gold, making them valuable assets for trade with neighboring regions. These coins signified Taiwan's increasing role as a trading hub during this era of global exploration and colonization. Japanese colonial period, 1895 to 1945. Following the First Sino-Japanese War, Taiwan was ceded to Japan under the Treaty of Shimonoseki in 1895. Taiwan became Japan's first colony, and the Japanese administration modernized the island's infrastructure, economy, and education system. Under Japanese rule, Taiwan saw the introduction of a new monetary system tied to the Japanese yen. The Taiwan yen was introduced in 1895, modeled after the Japanese yen and circulated in both paper and coin form. These coins, minted in copper, silver, and gold, often bore the image of Emperor Meiji and later emperors. This period marked a significant transformation for Taiwan, as it became industrialized and more closely connected to the global economy through Japan. Post-World War II and the Republic of China era, 1945 present. After Japan's defeat in World War II, Taiwan was returned to Chinese control under the Republic of China, ROC. Under the leadership of Chiang Kai-shek, the ROC government fled to Taiwan after the Chinese Civil War, establishing its administration on the island in 1949. This marked the beginning of Taiwan's modern history as it transitioned from an agrarian society to a highly industrialized nation. The ROC introduced the new Taiwan Dollar, NTD, in 1949, which remains the official currency of Taiwan today. Initially backed by silver, the NTD has since evolved into a modern currency system featuring coins and paper money in various denominations. The coins typically feature national symbols, such as the image of Chiang Kai-shek or the Taipei 101 building, reflecting Taiwan's political and economic transformation. Conclusion: The history of Taiwan, from its early indigenous societies to its modern era, is a tapestry of cultural exchanges and evolving influences. Each dynasty, from the Ming and Qing rulers to the Japanese colonizers, left a lasting impact on the island's governance, economy, and coinage. Through coins like the copper cash coins of the Qing dynasty, the Spanish reales from the colonial era, and the modern new Taiwan dollar, we can trace the island's journey through history. Taiwan's coinage offers more than just a means of trade. It serves as a historical record of the island's rulers, its economic ambitions, and its place in the world. For those fascinated by numismatics and the rich history of Asia, Taiwan's coinage tells a compelling story of resilience, adaptation, and growth. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating journey through the ancient kings and dynasties of Taiwan. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and share it. Join us next time as we explore the treasures of another ancient kingdom, delving into the art, culture, and stories behind the rarest coins in the world. Don't miss it! For more highly informative videos on history and numismatics, subscribe to Coined On now.